Been shopping lately? This used to be $2.50. Now it's $10.
What are we doing? Are we grocery shopping still, or are we just eating out for the week? Because I just
Explain this one to me. I come to the grocery store to get a few cleaning.
8% higher than 2019.
Have hit the days where Aldi has become unaffordable.
Up 25, 50% up. Groceries.
Dystopian, and like things are changing. My husband and I are going to retire.
And that's what everybody's talking about is how they're going to feed it.
$41.77 on groceries, and honestly, it doesn't even look like it. This
is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy?
More than 40% of American adults are concerned about being able to just...
Americans are walking into grocery store with the same amount of money, walk out with few bags. For family already struggling to pay rent, insurance, and bill, food become another breaking point, and that's where we are right now. Something is changing in America, and if you are new here, do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share, and like. Let's check out these clips.
Been shopping lately? This used to be $2.50. Now it's $10. Comment if you'd like to find out how to fix this problem.
Explain this one to me. I come to the grocery store to get a few cleaning supplies and maybe 3 or 4 food type items. I walk out of the store and my whole cost is $115. How can we make it, folks? How can we make it? A little small container of blueberries, which are an excellent food source and a great antioxidant. A little small container was $7.99. I don't know how we're going to make it. I don't know.
okay, all of my Californians, what are we doing? Are we grocery shopping still, or are we just eating out for the week? Because I just spent $182 on groceries. And I didn't even buy 5 proteins. I bought 4 proteins. And no junk food, like no cereal, no waffles, no fucking chips, none of that bullshit. I literally got proteins and veggies and fruits. $182. Oh, actually, I did get a bag of hot Cheeto fries. $182.
We've got two whole trolleys of stuff. Let's see how much it comes up to. Oh god. More than $270. Goddamn, this is the English machine I've ever seen.
Tortillas. A frozen thing of riced cauliflower. Baby spinach. And kind protein bars. Okay? This is it right here. Let me flip the camera around. This is what I bought. Right here. Okay? This is it. This is it. This cost me $75. Oh, and I had $2 off because I'm a frequent shopper. Yeah.
It's here. Prices are up. 25, 50% up. Groceries. Meat, everyday little grocery items is all going up. If you making 20, 25 bucks an hour, you can't make it. There's no way. There's no way you can pay rent, lights, insurance, phone, food, all that on 20, 25 an hour. You ain't gonna make it. And they just raised all the prices about 50% today. So if you couldn't make it then, you sure ain't gonna make it now, and it's gonna get worse later. What are people gonna do? You can't go apply for food stamps because they're gonna say you make too much. But it's okay to raise the prices of food. But when you call for food stamps, you make too much. It don't even make sense. It's like the system's set up to make people fail. I mean, what are people gonna do? Just not eat? It's bad. Y'all prepare.
I'm spending over $100 on groceries a week, which is double what it used to be in Columbus. Tariffs, high energy costs, and supply disruptions are flowing directly through the register. Those aren't the only reasons the price is going up, but they are a real piece of it. And MAGA Republicans have backed those tariffs, even as the price of basic groceries soars for Ohio families. I'm not sharing this to ask for sympathy. I'm genuinely asking why this keeps getting called winning.
I just spent $141.77 on groceries, and honestly, it doesn't even look like it. This will probably only last us a few days before I'm back at the store again. Please tell me I'm not the only one not feeling these grocery prices. How much are you spending on groceries each week?
We have hit the days where Aldi has become unaffordable. Like, I just paid $3.55 for black pepper. That's regular grocery store prices. I don't understand.
Something actually needs to be done about food prices, because how are we meant to continue like this? I feel so sorry for people who have a full-on family to feed, because there's two of us in this flat and I spent £100 in Lidl yesterday for a flat, 2 people. We're vegetarian as well, by the way, so no meat. Didn't buy eggs. It was essentially vegetables and cheese. Like, I don't get it. £100, and that will last us like a week of food. We eat 3 times a day, normal amounts. And it's Lidl. It's not Sainsbury's, it's literally Lidl, and we're buying fresh vegetables. It's like stuff to, like, ingredients, I mean. Tinned beans, celery, all of these things should not be costing £100 for a 2-person household. It's actually mental. I don't know how full-on families are affording food. It is mind-boggling to me that this is okay. And bear in mind, when I went to uni 6 years ago, I used to go to Lidl and spend £20 and it would last me a week. Because I was a student and I was broke. A whole week. That would never happen now, and it's just cost of living. I don't know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to riot at this point.
Groceries are 33% higher than 2019. 33% higher.
Americans are buying less groceries. Grocery product purchases were flat in 2025, then declined about 2% year over year in most months since February of 2026. That's according to a report by Nielsen IQ and Bain & Company that was shared exclusively with CNBC. This is surprising because rarely does the grocery market see full decline across the entire sector. Consumers are facing higher grocery prices and SNAP benefit changes, as well as other inflationary pressures, which
Not only are grocery prices 33% higher, June 2026 versus June 2025, Americans are buying 1.8% less groceries. Do you think people need to eat less? Shoppers are buying less groceries, less items, and spending more. Inflation is up. Gas prices is up. When gas prices are up, food prices go up. Clothing, toiletry, diapers, everything that goes on a truck to go to a store. If you think that this doesn't affect the economy, you are wrong. People spending less at the grocery store means less economic stimulus, means grocery stores will raise prices to cover the shortage of groceries being bought. It means they will hire less people. It means they will pay less taxes. People being hired means less people spending money in the economy. 80% of the gross domestic product comes from consumers. Warning, warning, warning. The United States of America is collapsing every single day. 60% of Americans, 60%, are living paycheck to paycheck. Hi, my name's Christina. If you found this post informative, please like, comment, follow, and share for more economic news.
Hey, I'm at work about to go on with Anderson, but did you see this? Food prices up 33%. Now, if you're the party in power, that is not a headline you want to see with an election just a couple months down the road. Also, I don't know, pocketpook, is there, I tried to figure out if that was a typo or some play on words. Is there a pun that I'm unaware of, let me know in the comments. I couldn't figure it out. It might just be a typo. Pocketbook. I think it's supposed to be pocketbook. But let me know if there's some, I don't know, Gen Z play on words that I'm missing here. But yeah, 33% is a lot. We didn't need the headline. We can feel it. We can feel it every time we go to the grocery store, when we go out to dinner or try to go out to lunch. I mean, we can feel the food prices are hiked. The worst part, though, is the kicker. The kicker of this article right down here says, prices for all food are expected to increase by 3.1% in 2026 and by another 3.1% next year. So no relief in sight. This is apparently the new normal. Maybe vote other people in? Maybe? Just a thought.
What kind of president looks at a country struggling with rising costs, housing shortages, veterans waiting for care, families living paycheck to paycheck, and decides that what America really needs is gold statues? So according to The Atlantic, the Trump administration spent more than $5 million covering historic statues near the Lincoln Memorial with nearly 24-karat gold leaf, transforming symbols of national sacrifice into monuments of excess. Think about that. Abraham Lincoln stands for humility, sacrifice, preserving the Union. And surrounding that memorial, we're told the priority is gilding bronze and gold. This is not patriotism. This is vanity masquerading as patriotism. It's the kind of spectacle you expect from strongmen who want government to reflect their own image of wealth and power, not the values of a constitutional republic. America does not need a golden statue. It needs affordable groceries, functioning infrastructure, strong schools, secure retirement, and leaders focused on the people instead of decorating monuments like a billionaire's hotel hobby. History won't remember how shiny the statues were. It will remember whether or not our leaders chose to help people or provide a spectacle. And when government spends millions polishing bronze while Americans are asking for opportunity, accountability, relief, help, it's hard not to ask, who exactly is this government working for?
I'm already angry because I'm out here risking lung cancer just to go to the grocery store because there's all this smoke in the air. But I just left out the grocery store with one bag of groceries and it cost me $100 or $91. I ain't even buy nothing serious. Look at this. There's my one bag of groceries, right? And look at this bill. Look at this bill. Look at that. Look at that. $91. Here's a list of things. It ain't even that serious. I got tuna fish. I got mayo. I got some burger buns. Why is this $91? And I think what's so frustrating is that the politicians keep hooting, hollering, and screaming that capitalism somehow is a great thing. Capitalism, schmapitalism. They need to put regulations on these companies. They need to put regulations on goods. Certain goods can't be a certain price based off of the minimum wage that we have. Because the minimum wage is the same that it's been since 20 years ago. I was a kid in college and it's still the same minimum wage now. But the price of everything has gone up. It seems impractical. It seems dumb. I think anybody looking at the numbers would say, well, this doesn't work. Then we need to make a change. So I don't understand why people aren't getting madder at their representatives and saying, y'all need to do something about these prices. You need to regulate these companies. We don't care about capitalism anymore. You need to make sure they are not overcharging us. Because even if they raise wages, it's not going to stop these companies from them saying, oh, well, they gave everybody raises. Let's raise our prices even more. No, they need to put caps on goods. They need to put caps on services. They need to put a cap on how much people can charge. Because right now, it's a runaway train. And I don't see how these billionaires and these millionaires don't see it. Eventually, the people buying your stuff won't be able to buy it anymore or won't be able to buy as much of it. So your money's going to go down. Oh, we'll just raise our prices again. Then eventually, they just won't be able to buy anything. So I don't understand what is happening anymore, how it makes sense. I just feel like I'm in bizarro world, but that's my sadness. And I have to go brave the air again because, you know, the air is trying to kill us now because of wildfires in another country. And another video for that. Y'all have a good day.
The economy is robbing me blind every step of the way. For example, go to dollar store, there's supposed to be lawn chairs, buy one, get one free. We get up to the counter. I happen to say, because there's also no screens where you can keep track, so they're just ringing this stuff up and I don't know. So I say, hey, did my lawn chair discount come off? He says, lawn chairs aren't on sale. I said, well, you've got a whole rack of them sitting outside with a buy one, get one free sign on it. And he was like, I don't think so. Goes out and checks, comes back in and says, oh, my bad. You're right. They are buy one, get one free, and takes off the discount. At that same store, it was also $5 off 25, Dollar General, and my coupon didn't come off, and he had to go back and take that off. So there's $10 there. We go to Petco, and this wasn't all in one day. These are just examples. We go to Petco. The total's a little high. I actually can see the screen, and she's rang the dog food up twice. I said, I think you rang the dog food up twice. She looks at, oh, wow, I did. Takes it off. We go to Rural King. I get a 3-pound thing of honey that's supposed to be half off. $14.99 regular, $7.50 on sale. Can't see what they're ringing up. You're just in la la land wondering. I look at the receipt. It says $14.99. I have to go back and get my $7.50. So, if you're a person that doesn't keep track of what you're spending as you go along, and if you're a person that thinks that just because it says a price, it's going to ring up that, and if you're a person that doesn't check your receipt or care about going back and getting what was taken from you, then you're losing a lot of money. Because I'm a person that checks all this, and I'm losing some money. And it's ridiculous, because we're living in a world where we're paying more money for worse products. We've got people crashing out over International Delight creamer bottles and caps, which I wondered why you couldn't just use your old cap and put it on the other bottle, or even better, save the whole bottle and just pour new bottle into old bottle. Problem solved. But it's the principle that everything is going to shit, and they just expect us to pay for it. There's chicken being left in bags on a counter for 6 months that isn't rotting or molding or doing anything. Vegetables and fruit taste like nothing. Yeah. How do we enjoy our life whenever they're robbing us and poisoning us? Guess you just gotta look for the silver lining, guys. All right. I'm working a job today I don't want to, so I'm trying to find the silver lining, but it's gonna be a boring day. Ta-ta for now.
What is going on in America? When is this a bad thing for helping other people? Because yesterday I saw this guy a video. He was paying people groceries, and Walmart did not like it. He got banned for life. He got banned for all Walmarts in the United States, and that is crazy, just for paying people groceries. There are people out here who are struggling to this day, that are struggling to, keep their family alive, trying to, get food. There's people who are struggling to live on their own, trying to survive and eat food. But no, in Walmart eyes, no, they rather have you, die and struggle. And Walmart's like $1 billion company. Like, I can't believe $1 billion company is tripping off somebody, who's paying for people groceries. I think, do Walmart hate money? Because they look like they love money. Well, why ban this guy who is paying people groceries? And this guy is not looking for anything for returns. Okay, he's doing it in the kindness of his heart for paying people groceries. But there's people out there losing their jobs, losing their home, losing their car. And now they rather see these people struggling, living out in the streets. If you can't afford it, and it is what it is, sorry for you. They rather see these people dead in the ground. And it's sad in America, like, you know, the land of the free. They rather see these people dead, you know, on the ground. Only the strong survive in their eyes. And it's crazy, man. And yeah, like, you can't do good things for people these days because someone in their eyes, they don't like it. They don't like you when you do good stuff. They feel you like you are a threat, and they need to take you out because you are helping other people. And it is crazy that we live in a world like this. Like, can't pay people groceries anymore. Because back in the day, that was a good thing. You're a great role model, a great citizen, willing to help others. But now in this generation here, this time, no. We don't like you when you help other people. We rather see people struggling. We rather see people, you know, needed us. They need us in to save us. We're their saviors. And it's crazy. We live in a world like this, man. That's all I got with you. Peace.
The price for 1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy is this? And like, how far are they going to let these grocery prices get before they realize that regular people can just not afford this crap? Like, right now, let's do a comparison. Let's use like a couple big chains at where I live. I'm on the West Coast. So we've got like Albertsons, we've got Vons, we've got Stater Brothers, which I think is kind of like a West Coast thing. All of those are about twice the price of an Aldi, a Walmart, a Winco, a Safeco, or a Heb, or like a Food for Less if you have that. So I will tell you that of all the places that I'm shopping right now, Aldi happens to be my favorite. And no, they don't have everything. And Aldi is like the great value brand at Walmart. That's all they have in the whole store is the Aldi brand. So there's not as much selection, but I like a lot of the stuff that they have there. So I did a price comparison out here. Stater Brothers, which is down the street from me, has amazing butcher department. The meat department is great. So I went and bought my weekly grocery.
I just got done grocery shopping, and I'm telling you, things are becoming so dystopian, and like things are changing. My husband and I are going to retire in a very rural part of Michigan. So we come up here to our little cabin a lot, and it's 70% went to Donald Trump. And the city itself is in the bottom 10%. Well, I should say top 10% for poverty. Anyway, it just felt so different. Everybody, I mean, the store was packed and everybody was moving so slow because like everybody was studying everything in shock. First, Myers, like so many grocery stores, was bombarding you with sale. And, you know, you stop getting excited about it because when you look at it, yeah, you can buy 2 bags of cheese and get a third one free, but it still comes out to almost $5 for 2 cups of cheese. I mean, I bought 1 tomato for $2.50, a tomato. And it was like that everywhere. A loaf of bread now, if you wanted organic, was you couldn't find one for less than $5, but it had sale all over it. And I felt like, because I've grocery shopped here before, people who voted for Donald Trump, and they wear it proudly here, would walk around happy and cocky, right? Like winners. We're winners, as Donald Trump says. Nope. This price gouging, this economy is the great equalizer because we were all now in the same boat. And there was a lot of like sharing comments to each other, a lot of commentary between strangers, including with me. And then I noticed some Trump supporters, again, wearing their, like, you could tell from the tattoos and everything, they were so unhappy. Like that cockiness and happiness, they were so unhappy. And then checking out, like the workers there just were busy going from cash register to cash register because everybody would be like, this is supposed to be on sale for this much and it's coming up this much. And then they'd all have to explain all the fine print. And so it wasn't the deal they thought it was. And, well, I can't take this now. Like, they were constantly having to take products from customers who couldn't afford it. Like, this is bad. This is really bad. Let's see where this goes.
You can tell that everybody's panicking, and that's what everybody's talking about, is how they're going to feed their families.
Mario Berlanga, the owner of Mario's West Side Market, says he's never seen anything like this in the 27 years this store has been open.
I think we're just in a world of trouble right now.
He says sales are down 30% since last year.
You know, it has a big impact.
Saying the drop is forcing tough decisions, layoffs, and shorter hours.
That's a big, over 20 people have lost their job because there's just no business.
He says cuts to SNAP benefits are changing what customers can buy and how often they come in.
When you're used to feeding your family of 4 or 5 with $200 and now you have to do it with $80, you really watch and see what you can pick up.
And it's not just here. Small businesses across the east side say they're seeing the same pressure this year.
Now all the homeless people come in here, they don't have money. All of them are thirsty.
Saying that more than half of the customers at Vegas Market are being affected.
I even had to lay one worker off so I can just work myself more.
The owner tells me that much of his day is spent on the phone with vendors, calling to negotiate to get grocery prices down as low as possible.
More than 40% of American adults are concerned about being able to just afford food for the next few months. That's up from 24% in April who thought that. Researchers with AP and NORC say that they're starting to see some changes in consumer behavior in day-to-day life.
People feel like they can't do very much about prices on housing or healthcare or gas at the pump, but they can do something about dealing with grocery prices.
About 6 in 10 Americans say that higher food costs have been changing the way that they shop, from choosing the store, brand items, to eating out less so that they can cover other essential expenses.